Good morning. Today we're going to make a Post-it note booklet. This item would make a great door prize at a workshop or a small hostess gift, or maybe even a welcome back little gift for a teacher. This booklet is made from a 3x3 Post-it note and some very thin chipboard or cardboard and some designer series paper that I have here today. Now, one of the ideal places you can get this chipboard, you may recognize this little printed thing, and it comes from the chipboard backing that you get in a paper pack, and it's ideal. The dimensions for all of these that you would cut out will be on my website in the Creative Projects section, along with this video. So what I've done is selected some of our cottage wallpaper that I think goes really well with this Post-it note, and I've cut it down to the proper sizes, and I've also scored along the edges of the large piece to make our little booklet. You always want to be very, very careful when you're scoring designer series paper that you do it very gently so that you don't go through the paper, or you're going to have ripped edges all along. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to take my scissors and cut out, after I've folded on the scores, to little square corners that we don't need. This will make it much easier for when we fold. We won't have too bulky a corner on the corner of our little booklet for the Post-it note. I'm very excited about the opportunity to start bringing you videos. Stampin Up has added this feature to my website, all demo websites, and now it's much easier to get the idea across for some of the projects you see in my creative section. Okay, so here we have it. Now I'm going to take and place in here and center to get an idea where it needs to go. And as you can see, you don't put it all the way to the edge, just about, but you need some room there for the fold. Otherwise it'll be bulky. And again, you center it between the folds there, and you would center this one down the other side, making sure that the edges line up here, and then this small piece, which is sort of the spine of the little booklet, will be placed in the center. I'm going to use our Tombow glue, which is my favorite, for adhering heavier pieces of material to paper, and glue that in there. Then I can glue the other side. Again, making sure that I match top to bottom, so the two sides of the booklet. And again, just a little bit, it goes a long way with our Tombow, and I can place a spine in between. The gap that you find in between will be where the booklet is going to fold. So now I can take and fold over all of these edges of the designer series paper. Our snail adhesive would work for this as well. I don't recommend a glue stick, as it would be not enough adhesion. There. And as you can see, because I was very gentle with the cutting, I don't have any breakthroughs on my edges of the designer series paper. Now what you want to do is sort of find the middle and make a little notch with your bone folder as to where that crease should go for when we are going to actually fold our little booklet, because we're now going to take the other piece of our designer series paper, and you have a choice, which is the beauty of the paper. You can use the same side if you like, or you can add a little bit of difference and turn it over and have a different side. And I'm going to turn mine over to give a little bit of a different inside look to my little booklet. And you center that across the complete book and glue it down. Now I'm going to take my ruler and my bone folder and line it up with those small score marks that I made and gently make a score all the way from top to bottom so that when around my spine. Previous to starting the video, I had put a piece of sticky strip across the back of my post-it note for the booklet, and now I'm going to center that across the inner piece right against where the spine will fold. Now I can gently bend it up and over. And there is our little post-it note booklet. For extra decorative flair, you can add a little piece of grosgrain ribbon on the back with sticky strip so that it doesn't come off, and put a bow on that. And trim it as you would like. And there we have it, our post-it note booklet for today. Thanks for watching.